Most AI business ideas you read about, they feel a bit abstract, or honestly, sometimes they just look fake. We see so many guys about building something complex, beat. But what if you could combine, say, a super smart research assistant, one that uses real-time info, with a professional creative artist,
Yeah.
and use that synergy to sell a real service?
That is exactly what we're diving into today. Yeah. We're talking about a clear step-by-step blueprint, how to sell real valuable services online, and often starting with two free, incredibly powerful tools. It's really about stacking the intelligence, the brain, with, the professional visual execution, the brush.
Welcome to the deep dive. You shared a fascinating guide outlining this exact approach, using the smarts of Perplexity and the generative power of Google's Imagen 2.
Our mission today is really to unpack this specific synergy, how they work together. We'll quickly define the tools, walk through a core example so you see the workflow in action, and then break down three distinct strategies for actually making money with this, from YouTube stuff to like local business marketing.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We should probably start by understanding how these two pieces fit together, how they deliver materials that aren't just pretty, but actually researched and, data-backed.
Right. So Perplexity is absolutely the brain here, your super smart research assistant. And crucially, it searches the real internet in real time. It gets the latest info, which honestly, a lot of older chatbots just can't do.
That real-time capability, that seems foundational for this whole idea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It means the reports, the market analysis you get,
Yeah.
it's current, based on today's trends. Plus, it gives you source links, and it can write those full data-backed reports for you almost instantly.
Exactly. Then you pair that with Imagen 2. You can get that through Google AI Studio, and that is your professional creative artist. It's really good at making professional quality pictures, graphics based on detailed text prompts.
So the magic happens when you connect those two strengths. Perplexity does the market analysis, the planning, and it writes the precise description of what the market needs. Then Imagen 2 just executes that idea, turns it into a beautiful picture. It's like stacking Lego blocks of data and then instantly painting a mural based on the blueprint.
I have to admit something here. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes. It's easy to spend way too long trying to get a decent image from just a general idea. So while AI makes creation seem easy, getting the right professional output, that's still the challenge. And that's precisely why Perplexity's specific research-based descriptions are so critical. It gives you the instruction set you really need.
Okay. So instead of spending ages trying to explain some vague idea to the image AI, you're feeding it highly specific language that's already market tested by the research AI.
Exactly. You're essentially selling the analysis, not just the picture.
Let's walk through that quiet corner coffee shop example from the guide. I think it shows the idea to asset workflow perfectly.
Okay, yeah. Step 1. We use Perplexity basically as the marketing expert. You prompt it something like, create a 1-week content plan for a buy one, get one free coffee deal, targeting office workers near location.
And the detail it spits out, that seems to be the key. For, say, post number 2, it doesn't just suggest a picture of coffee. It writes a full professional image description, ready to copy and paste.
Right. It might generate something really specific, like a close-up photo. 2 lattes on a natural wooden table. 1 cup has, complex latte art. Morning sunlight is streaming through the window. The depth of field is shallow, blurring the background, showing the cozy inside of the shop. Really descriptive.
That's pretty amazing. So you take that precise instruction, that ready-made description, and you move it straight over to Google AI Studio, maybe add a couple of style notes, like realistic cinematic lighting with warm colors, and boom. In minutes, you go from a general business need to a professional advertising image.
That transformation is the whole business model, essentially. You're cutting out the creative guesswork.
So leveraging that detailed text prompt, it's basically like outsourcing the art direction to the research AI. Is that fair?
Specificity in the prompt ensures professional quality graphics quickly. Pretty much.
Okay, so once we have that core workflow down, where's the easiest place to start selling this? Strategy 1 in the guide focuses on YouTube, thumbnail design. Seems like a low-barrier way to start selling fast, maybe on freelance sites.
Yeah, exactly. First, use Perplexity to research the market. Find where the money is. You ask it for, say, 10 popular high CPM money-making niches right now, personal finance, tech reviews, maybe self-improvement, things like that.
Then you analyze the niche you choose, again, using the same tool. So if we look at personal finance, Perplexity can analyze successful thumbnails and might notice they often use green and yellow, big bold text, maybe a confident or surprised face. You're basically selling data-driven design choices.
Hmm. And the critical targeting decision here is finding channels with roughly 10,000 to 90,000 subscribers. Why that range? Well, they're serious creators, right? They're making content, earning revenue, but they almost never have a full internal design team yet. They're often ready to outsource that kind of work.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. You prompt Perplexity to look at the, say, 5 newest videos for one of these target channels
Mhm.
and identify the one with the lowest views. You're actually finding their specific weak spot.
Precisely. And based on that analysis, what didn't work for them, you instantly generate a better data-backed thumbnail prompt, one that follows the niche best practices you already researched.
Whoa, just imagine scaling that research. Across hundreds of niche channels, you analyze a specific weakness, generate a highly targeted solution instantly. That feels like serious market leverage.
It really is.
Yeah.
And just a quick technical tip here, you need to make sure the size is right. 1280 by 720 pixels for YouTube thumbnails. The easiest trick. Find and upload a blank, transparent 1280 by 720 template into AI Studio before you run the generation prompt. It forces the right dimensions.
So targeting channels with 10K to 90K subscribers. That sounds like a very deliberate strategic move.
It targets clients serious enough to pay, but lacking in-house resources. That's the sweet spot.
Okay, so if YouTube is maybe the faster, scalable gig work, the next strategy moves towards more stable, local income. Marketing materials for small local businesses.
Yeah, this uses the same research foundation, but you're applying it locally, geographically. So you use Perplexity as your local market researcher. You prompt it to list, say, 5 small businesses that opened recently, maybe in the last 6 months in your town or area. New businesses always need marketing help.
And you look for their potential problems,
Right.
like their pain points in reaching customers. Once you pick one, maybe a new restaurant, you generate, 3 visual marketing ideas, a flyer, maybe a Facebook banner, an outdoor sign design.
Exactly. But a crucial workflow warning here. When you prompt Perplexity for these ideas, you have to make sure it writes a detailed text prompt for the image tool. Sometimes it might try to create the image itself. You need to reprompt it. No, don't create the image. Write a detailed text prompt I can use with another AI image tool. Includes style, camera angle details.
Got it. And the approach for pitching this, the guide emphasizes it's really important. You contact the owner directly, maybe even in person. And the secret weapon is offering a free sample banner or flyer, like right away as a gift.
Yeah, it works because small business owners are just overwhelmed. Always. They're too busy serving customers to handle sophisticated research marketing themselves. So by giving them a completed, tangible asset up front, totally free, you build instant trust. You prove you can actually deliver.
Okay, so that free marketing sample isn't just a nice gesture. It's actually a critical tool for building that initial trust.
Giving immediate, tangible value helps build trust and prove capability. It overcomes that initial skepticism.
All right, let's move to strategy 3 then. This one sounds like it's about building real stability, creating recurring revenue through monthly social media content packages.
Yeah, this is where it can really scale into a proper business.
Oh,
But it requires specialization. You start by choosing a single type of client, like only personal trainers or only dental clinics or only real estate agents. The goal is to become the go-to expert in that narrow niche.
okay, niche down. And once you're focused, you really leverage Perplexity. You prompt it for a detailed 1-month content calendar, specifically for, say, dental clinics. And this includes daily captions and the precise image descriptions needed for every single post.
Every single one. And efficiency is the key to making this profitable. You batch create all the images for the entire month in one go, using those descriptions from Perplexity. Think about it. You can knock out 30 professional images in maybe the time it would take a traditional designer to create 5.
Wow, okay. And then you package it up clearly. Create tiers, maybe, like a basic package with 12 posts a month, a premium one with 20 posts plus stories, maybe even video ideas.
Exactly. Structure it for recurring income. And the pitch becomes really compelling. You don't just tell them what you can do. You use a sample week of perfect data-backed content as your demo. You show them exactly what their social media feed could look like. It dramatically lowers the perceived risk for them.
Specializing like that, say focusing only on dental clinics, I assume that significantly improves the actual quality of the content you produce.
Becoming an expert in one field allows you to create much better targeted content. You understand their specific needs and audience way better.
Okay, let's wrap up with the essential principles. The key takeaways the guide really emphasizes for making this blueprint work long-term.
Right. First, quality always beats quantity. Your designs have to be based on that research, the niche data. Not just looking pretty, that's your unique selling point.
Second, always lead with value. The advice is pretty firm on this. Offer that free sample. Build trust, break the ice. It's hard to say no to a free gift that actually solves a problem you have.
Third, prompt mastery. It's vital. You really need to learn how to describe the style, the lighting, camera angle, colors, the feeling you want in absolute detail. That's where the leverage in this workflow comes from.
Fourth, patience. Just basic business reality, right? Expect rejection sometimes. Persistence is absolutely necessary when you're building any service business.
And finally, don't limit your thinking just to social media. This exact workflow, it applies to so much more. Think book covers, simple product packaging mock-ups, website banners. Basically anything visual that needs to be research-driven, you can now potentially produce.
So the core value proposition, we need to keep coming back to this.
Yeah.
You're selling research-backed marketing materials. It's not just a standard design service making pretty pictures. You're selling intelligence made visual.
That's the big idea. You're harnessing the unique strengths of these specialized AI tools. You get the intelligence of Perplexity, synthesizing all that market data. And then the creative power of Imagen 2, executing perfect visuals based on those precise prompts.
And the really incredible part is that both tools are free to start using right now. You've got the blueprint, the strategies, the technical steps are there. The only block remaining is, well, taking that first step, taking action.
So the question to leave you with is this. If these free tools allow professional-level work today, what previously professional-only service will you maybe start offering this week?